It's a bountiful day in this hollow earth. A beautiful day for a hybrid. Do they shift shape? Boy, I feel great. Won't you be my cousin? Hey, yo. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the most important meal of the day. Y'all know what it is. Breakfast. No, shrimp for breakfast. I can barely remember what it is myself, y'all, but y'all know what it is. We having a good time this morning, and we are here to pump you up, to excite you, to remind you that life is a magical gift, and you gotta live it to the fullest. It's a magical spell, y'all. You gotta go out and travel around a little bit. You gotta soak it up a little bit. You gotta mingle it in. You gotta roll it up, and you gotta smoke a fat dog, brother. Speaking of which, we've got the main ingredients of the Breakfast of World Champions right here today with you. We've got a piping hot black cup of coffee, y'all. And those dang homegrown greens up in this PAX 3. Keeping it light on the lungs. Just got done with a nice workout, having a great week. Just loving being in that rhythm of routine. Kids are back to school. Makes it a little easier to jump up here and hoot and holler first thing in the morning. Now that Wolfie's 13, he sleeps till like 10. He stays up late and then he sleeps later in the morning. So tricky to jump up on here and start to shout first thing in the morning. But we here, it's 7:20 a.m., y'all. We getting cranked up on the dang stuff. Let's go. Oh, yeah, y'all. Oh, yeah, y'all. Check it out, y'all. I hope everybody is having an amazing week, an amazing day today. What do you have planned? What is the fun things you're getting into? Let me know. Ask me questions, y'all. AMA. We're going to be getting back into this, hitting this most days. This helps me get warmed up for the fall and winter workshops. Also helps put butts in those seats. So sign up if you haven't yet. If you love these videos, just wait. Bam, my man. You're going to love. Bam, my woman. Bam, my non-binary human being. You're going to love the way we teach the workshop. Because it's all about you doing what you want to do. Which incidentally is exactly what your life's about. So we just set you on that path, get you on that track, y'all. Smoke this like a fat stogie. They got to make one of these. It's like a cigar, like a blunt. And the tip like red, like turds red. Oh yeah, digital weed, y'all. Who would have thought we'd be smoking digital weed and taking pictures with our phones in 2024? We living in the future! And speaking of which, I hope everybody is paying attention to what's going on in the paranormal realm, in the UFO UAP realm, if you will. My man Luis Elizondo dropped a book called Eminent, which is another amazing historical disclosure document. So if you're sitting there going, when's disclosure? When are we going to learn about the aliens and the UFOs? And it's happening. It's been happening, right? All the way back with Day After Roswell in the 90s, the Colonel Corso book, very similar to this book. Taking you behind the curtain of what's going on with crash retrieval, entity retrieval, reverse engineering, all the juicy stuff, y'all. All the juiciest stuff. Check out Encounters by Diana Pasulka. Another great one, looking at it through the historical lens of religion. And even though the words might be different, the phenomenon are the same, right? Talking about these experiences and these exchanges we've been having with various entities throughout human history, y'all. This ain't no new phenomenon. This is old school shit. This is biblical, y'all. Oh, yeah. Ask me anything, y'all. Let's get into art. Let's get into aliens. Let's get into life. Let's get into relationships. Okay? Let's get into relationships. Stay away from the pills and the powder, y'all, all right? Happy to have those talks with Wolfie. Stay away from the pills and the powder in that middle school. You know what I'm saying? All right. Nothing like that combo. We got them dang greens with that coffee. Ever since I was a young buck exploring the forest. Glorious. And you know we're gonna top it off with a little dessert. You gotta have a little dessert for breakfast with these cycling frog gummies, y'all. These 10 milligram hitters. This is a nice little, I like a little 20 milligram flow state. That is my favorite dosage for getting up in there and maintaining it. Not overshooting, you know. Sometimes you can get so excited, you get so out there, you can't even reach your pens and your pencils anymore. But for me, a little 20 milligram buzz shoots me into that sweet spot. All right. Let's see. We got a very nice message on the last video, the Adventure Time poster breakdown that was labeled 18 plus because I smoked the Adventure Time bong in the video. Even though, you know, we always are hitting them herbs. I guess that is a more adult way to do it, right? It's more explicit. Oh, forgot to mention an important birthday in yesterday's video that still hasn't uploaded yet. It actually did upload. It took all day for some reason yesterday. But I'll pop it up right after this, and then hopefully this one will upload faster. But shout out to my homie, the Ghost Scout, none other than Deep Nuts! Woo! We celebrated St. Cole's Day, the first and only holiday born here in the Ghostshrimp National Forest. St. Cole's Day, 9 years ago, was the high watermark of Ghost Scouts. It was, I forget what year it was. It was the year of, we celebrated his 21st birthday here. And I think we've talked about it on the podcast. You could go track it down. It was a night of mayhem and celebration and also mortal fear. It was the near mutiny the next morning. Now we can look back on it with fond memories, but it was the closest we ever came to mutiny at Ghost Scout training camp. It was a legendary endeavor. So we had guns going off. We had hours of late night freestyle. We had fireworks, I believe. There was tears shed. There was heartfelt moments. You know what I'm saying? There was so much. And we celebrate that every year, and we celebrate it again here at Ghost Fest when my man Cole Brower, aka Deep Nuts, turned 30 years old, y'all. Can you believe it? This man has celebrated some of his most classic birthdays here with us, and we thank him for that, for sharing. We love birthdays, as you know. Happy birthday to you! Woo! We love a good birthday. Shout out to everyone's birthday. If it's your birthday, let me know. I will give you I will say happy birthday to you. I might even sing it in a video. I might post it. Let me know if it's your birthday. Sometimes, actually, my man Cole Brower once had me sing a birthday video song for one of his friends, which I love to do. I just love to give a good happy birthday. Never gets old. All right, so we got a real nice message here from Russia, right? And as always, we have more in common with every single person all over this great hollow hologram flat globe than we have in conflict with them, right? Art unites us, creativity unites us, right? Always seek those things that we have in common rather than those things that we have in conflict with another, right? Amazing that people all over the world can unite and communicate and reach out. You know, always still blows my mind that people from other countries sign up for the workshop, right? We've had my man from Russia in the workshop. We've had people from all freaking over. My man, his name escapes me at the time. We've had over 100. We've had like 115 plus people take the workshop. We've had, 50 something plus Ghost Scouts come through the woods. Sometimes the names escape me. You can only keep so many names in your mind. I think we've actually had two people from Russia take the workshop. Two people in Russia take the workshop so far. Maybe even more. But the first one was a few years back. My man was mad into hip hop, found me through the Doom cover, and he was working at a yoga studio, and he was doing some really cool album cover stuff himself. I believe he was a DJ, and he barely spoke a lick of English, right? I mean, he spoke enough to get it rolling, but in our first chat, it was choppy too. It was chunking, right? The chat was chunking, and it was very minimal broken English, and I was like, wow, like this is gonna be a challenge, right? But he showed up every week, and we did all the chats, and we found a way to get through the chats and communicate. It was an amazing collaboration, and one of the things I'll never forget about the workshop, there's been so many unique individual experiences, heartfelt moments, people crying. It turns into a lot of therapy stuff too, because it's really about life and dreams and goals and relationships and challenges and your personal mythology, your history. We're digging deep. And my man afterwards was like, I learned to speak English through vid chatting with Ghostshrimp. So wow, what the fuck? That's amazing, dude. Who would have fucking thought? And now I understand when they're like, I think I had a homie who went to the Middle East. I mean, not the Middle East, to like Japan, I think, and was teaching English and didn't speak Japanese. But he's like, no, you just speak English and they learn English. And I was like, oh, that's a crazy way. But now I totally get it. It totally does work. So there we go. Stoned anecdotes. All right, so here we go from Russia. At 31BitX, 3 weeks ago, this was written. I'm writing from Russia to tell you that discovering your channel and content has been the greatest gift life has given to me recently. I've known your name for a long time, being an Adventure Time fan. However, it was only a few weeks ago that I decided to check out your channel and listen to your podcast. My goodness, the way you inspire and energize people with your creativity and zest for life is incredible. Now, whenever I struggle with my art or life in general, I turn to your channel to recharge. Your energy is so generous. The energy you so generously share with your audience is invigorating. Often just your intro is enough. It's truly a masterpiece. Unfortunately, I can't afford your workshop at the moment. I've just turned 18 and need to focus on my studies at the Institute to avoid being drafted into the Army. Holy shit. Thank you for sharing all your stories and life experiences. They mean a lot to me. So, man, that is so cool. That stuff really gets me fired up. I get fired up anyway, but to think about all the things that have made me fired up, and then to think that I can be a catalyst to get people excited about life, excited about art, excited about creativity, excited about the possibilities of reality, about creating your own reality, and that people could be in some situations that they are trying to work through, and they can look to me to help bridge that gap, right? Help me, I always say, if I'm one stepping stone on your path, if I'm one rung on your ladder, right, then that is the goal, right? So I love this kind of feedback. Fucking boom, double salute. Let's fucking get the double. To our comrades in Russia, because even though our governments are all corrupt and corporate driven and power driven and resource driven, they put profits ahead of people, they put power ahead of people. We are still all the people. Don't get confused between the people living in a country and the government of that country, right? I am not represented by the United States government. Those are all rich people that live incredibly different lives than me or anybody I know. They do not represent me. They do not think like me. They do not live in the same reality as me, right? So they are not representative of me, even though they state to be so. It is a false premise that your government is representative of you. In America, that is not true. I don't think in Russia that is true either, right? Holy cow. We both, God, my garnish keeps falling in my drink. My shrimp keeps going for a dip, y'all. My shrimp keeps going for a dip. I'll tell you, I have to prepare these shrimp fresh every day. These are fresh caught shrimp. I catch them in the Beaver Lagoon. These are freshwater shrimp. These are crawdads that I pull out of the pond every day. It's a lot of work. I have to get up at 4:20 a.m. in the morning to get these fresh bad boys. You know what I'm saying? No pinch of shrimp. Oh, wait, because I did it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, shit, now it's falling. my shrimp jumping shit. But, yeah, so shout out. That is so cool. Hopefully we will be able to unite in my workshop at some point. 31-bit X. But shout out to you. Keep doing your thing. Do what you got to do in university. Do what you got to do to get to do what you want to do. Scrimp and save. The Ghostshrimp workshop is very affordable for what it is. And I haven't even raised the price in many years now. Of course, for me, it would be advantageous to raise the price. But it feels like it's a sweet spot. $1,300. It feels like once I start to go above that, I'm going to leave a certain group of people behind that I want to keep in the workshop. I don't want to have it only be for professionals and people with more disposable income. I really do want it to be, say, someone that is, in university. We've had a lot of students take it. We've had a lot of people that, can't afford to go to school take it. Obviously, when compared to the cost of education in America, $1,300 for a class semester that, is really going to teach you more than maybe an entire year at some other fucking schools. It's so worth it. It's 10 weeks, it's $1,300. So what's that? $100 and something, do the math, $100 something a week is a bargain. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sure it'll go up at some point, but we're still at that $1,300 price point for the fall and most likely the winter as well. But get in there and lock them up, y'all, because it is a game changer. I went off on it yesterday. So we won't get too much into it today, but y'all know what it is. If you're ready to level up, it's just about that. It's what I do every single day. Throw my imagination out as far as it can go and then try to capture it with my technical abilities. And then once I can do that, I take that imagination and throw it as far as it can go out again and try to catch up to it with my technical abilities. And that's what I've been doing really since I was a little kid, And to me, it's the most important thing is to keep that initial spark going, that everything you work on has that initial spark, that when you first sat down to draw when you were a kid to entertain yourself, you still have that in the mix. That's the most important thing. There's a lot of layers that go into it, but if that mix is gone, if that spark is gone, if you sit down and you don't have a desire to entertain yourself with what you're working on, then truly it's a waste of time. And, you know, a lot of people will go, well, I got to do this to earn money. I got to do this. Blah, blah. But there are, it's like you're staring at one tree in the forest, and there's millions of other trees that offer all different things to you. And there are trees that offer exactly what you're looking for, right? That fucking blueberry apples out there, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're eating from the tree with the snake in it. That's that bad money, yo. That is that fruit of disinformation. And y'all are just chomping it down, and it's poisoning your brains. It is a waste of time to spend your life doing things you're not passionate about. It is a waste of the God's gift. The gods have bestowed upon you an amazing, unfathomable, if you look at it through a religious lens, a scientific lens, whatever lens you want to look at it through, it is amazing. It is not to be wasted, right? It is to be embraced. It is, leaps of faith are so important. If you haven't taken a leap of faith in a while, go to the highest peak you can find and fucking jump right off of it, y'all. Figuratively, okay? Climb the tallest mountain of your hopes and dreams and fucking jump right in, because you're going to learn through the process how to make it work, right? It doesn't... The misnomer, the bill of goods that you get sold by, by the powers that be, is that, just wait till you're 60, 70, and then, you can do whatever you want. The only problem is that the life expectancy is mid 70s. So you've spent your whole life doing what other people have told you to do and never done what you actually wanted to do. Maybe never even thought about what you wanted to do, which is absolutely bananas. So take the time, think about who you really want to be, what you really want to do, and climb up to that peak and just dive right in, because learning through the process is the only way to do it. You don't all of a sudden not do it for your whole life and then turn on a switch and then get there and be like, I'm the person I want to be. I know what I want to do. Let me get down to it. I mean, if I even just go on vacation, it's hard for me to get back into the rhythm of doing my work, right? Imagine your whole life is spent doing something you don't care about. First of all, you're not even going to be the person you wish you could have been. It's never too late, but by then, your window of opportunity is so small. It's like you've waited till the moment before bedtime to, break out those action figures and have that battle you wanted to have, or, do that drawing you wanted to do. Wait till the last minute of your life to, connect with the friends and, connect with the long lost loves and, dig up that buried treasure, go on an adventure. Y'all, your life needs to be like a treasure map, and you need to be going, you need to following that dotted line from this X, and then you get the next clue. It's truly how it is. It's like, you just need to use this is how it works. Your intuition is the compass, and that compass is going to guide you to the first clue, right? It knows the destination of the first clue, your intuition. It has a vague idea of the whole map, but it's like there's something needs to be filled in. So you need to dive in and start using that intuition, because it's a muscle and you need to practice using it for it to work. Okay, otherwise it won't. I'm sure a lot of you are sitting out there going, what? How do I use my intuition? Right? It's a calmness, it's a quietness, it's a quiet voice in the back of your mind that is telling you what you really want to do, but you really have to listen to it. And then it's going to help you find that first X on the map, and you're going to dig it up and you're going to open it up, and it's going to give you the clue to the next spot, right? It's not like you have the whole thing figured out in a go. It's not like you have everything ready to go. You have all the money you need. You have all the planning you need. Everybody does this thing where they don't even think about starting till everything's ready, which, as any creative person knows, is death to the process, right? Life is a creative endeavor. That's the secret sauce, is that it requires the leap of faith. It requires embracing the unknown. It requires embracing the mystery. It requires an open mind, because all the conclusions that you have, all the quote unquote answers and the these things end up being limitations. They end up being challenges and walls in your way that you then have to climb, dig under, go around, explode, go through, right? So having an open mind as possible and using that intuition, right? Not letting other people's expectations limit you, not letting, mainstream reality limit you, not letting religion limit you. Ask yourself this: do the things that you believe, do the thoughts in your head help you feel good, help you pursue your meaningful goals, or do they hinder you? Because sometimes the very thoughts in your mind are the things that are limiting you, right? They are the actual barriers, almost in all cases, right? That's that you versus you, right? Is that you are your own barrier. You have to continue to explode yourself, right? That idea of ego death, where your ego is a lot of times just grasping for an answer that it can hold on to just to make it through this crazy cosmic ride. But answers, again, are a false premise. The universe has infinite questions. And because it is always evolving and changing, even if you have an answer in your hand, as soon as you open it up again, it's gone. Because now things have evolved past it. Now things have shifted. Now reality has morphed and melded, right? Everything is in flux all the time. And what you do, what you say, what you think, that is all part of it. That is all part of the cosmic beef stew that we're all fucking marinating in. You affect it. You affect yourself. You affect your life, right? Or if you just shut down and put yourself in a box and get on the conveyor belt and just go for the ride, then you're just reinforcing the status quo, the paradigm of other people using you to get what they want, right? Are you here to just make other people money? Because that's what most jobs are, right? Or are you here to make yourself happy, to build to create your own reality for yourself and your loved ones that you love here, living the life that you absolutely can't imagine leaving without living, right? Do one of those exercises. If this was your last year to live, right? Plan out your year, what you gonna do? Because that's basically how I think about things, right? I'm gonna do what I want to do the most right now, because I don't know, it's not guaranteed. Am I in middle age, or do I have a week left to live? Nobody fucking knows. The craziest component of this thing is that this level, this game, boop, can end at any minute, right? That's the sudden death of life. And that is a little wink and a nod to go, hey, don't sit around and waste your time. Get going. Do what you want to do. You are a part of an infinite network of evolution, of cosmic creativity, that is this infinite conversation that's been going on forever. And we are one topic. We are one thread. We are, in a series of infinite threads coming out, right? Make sure the thread you're in, the conversation you're in, the conversations in your head, the situations in your life are that you're doing everything you can to influence them in the direction that you really truly want to go. Because you can't be a passenger in your own life. You have to be the driver. Take control of the wheel. Learn how navigating the universe works. Because the difference is being in the dark your whole life, or being a shining, bright light that attracts everything that you ever could have imagined and more. Like, I just had the will to resist mainstream reality and the status quo, and the energy to push forward on my own insane goals. And that's all it took. Because when you do that, things greater than you can ever imagine will come to you. That's how the universe works. When you put yourself out there, when you show the universe, when you show the gods what you are here to do, they will acknowledge that and they will give you little boost. They will give you little gift. They will give you an amazing, unexpected bounty. And you'll be like, oh shit, I am on the right track. This life is absolutely insane. I mean, I went to the fucking Grammys this year, y'all. I got my book out this year, y'all. I mean, amazing thing. The Grammy thing is a perfect example. I never even imagined in my wildest dreams that I would go to the Grammys or anything like that, right? It's the opposite of the things that I'm usually involved in or ever even aspire to. I never aspire for that kind of a thing. And then bam, we're there. And it's just a bonus, and we're just having fun. It is nothing but amazing. And I don't care if we win, lose, just by being there, just by going there and having fun, we're winning, right? Because I got there by doing exactly what I wanted to do, exactly on my terms, and just get to feel good about it. So there you go, y'all. A little shrimp for breakfast. Shout out to y'all. Y'all are amazing. Y'all can do it. If this dumb little boy from the woods can get out here and live his dream life for 44 fucking years, so can you, y'all. Get the book, pick up that Lost Forest, you know what I'm saying, and have a great day. And fucking get out there, create that vision of who you want to be, create that vision of what you want to do with your life. And don't take no for an answer, y'all. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba!